You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tap In. We are OneOOne. I'm your host, Andy Danchuk, and I'm here with my co-hosts and business partners, Sean and James. What's going on, boys? How are you?
Oh, damn. No last name today.
Nah.
Yeah, cut.
No cut.
No, I mean like he cut us out.
Yeah, cut us
Sean
out.
and
You didn't
James.
talk shit today. You didn't call me Fred.
Sean
You didn't call you
and
fucking
James.
Jack.
How are we doing, everybody?
What do you want me to call you guys? You want me to give you new
Just
nicknames
fucking
every
pick one.
fucking
Show.
show?
Just pick one.
Yeah,
That's all I
Sean.
ask.
Yeah, I felt like Sean and James today. I felt like talking to my boys. All right. Shit. Give me a little fucking better energy. I haven't seen you guys in a couple of days.
You amped
Fuck.
up today.
What
Ran
the
away, came back, wants all this attention.
fuck? You guys want it too.
Needy ass bitch.
It is your responsibility to tap into information that is going to benefit you in your life. This podcast will hopefully expand your thinking so that you can finally take control. All right, guys. So today we are going to talk about, do you see solutions or problems? Now just think about that for a second. You have two options in every single situation of life, no matter what category of life, no matter what is going on, no matter what the situation is, no matter how many people are involved. You have a choice. You have a choice to look at problems, or you have a choice to look at solutions. Now, it is up to you to consciously notice whether you focus on problems or solutions. Solutions or problems. There's two options in every single situation, in every category of life. You have this option. You don't have to tell me no. You don't have to think no, because it's damn fucking obvious that you can focus on solutions for every single event, situation, problem, whatever you want to call them in your life. So with that being said, do you think about this often? Are you focused on problems, or are you focused on solutions? What do you guys think?
I literally just been having this conversation and thoughts myself this week as well of like people around me that focus on solutions and problems because they're like obviously tied enough in my life where it affects me, and then also myself because I started feeling like I started definitely focusing on problems where I would have these issues no matter what it be. And the only thing that changed for me during this time where I had to like reevaluate the way I was
This
thinking,
whole awakening in a sense.
yeah, was I'm talking about recently. So obviously we started on this, and my thinking started becoming better. And this is stuff we've like talked about and learned a while ago that we put to work, and it's made a huge fucking difference. But recently, as you've been doing yourself, is like I started focusing on a lot of the problems, like no matter what it was, like whether
And they
I
will
was short on
drag
money.
you fucking down.
And the craziest thing is when you start focusing on the issues, you can't even pinpoint like good things that are
You
coming.
can't free yourself from anything.
Dude,
it's
like
just fucking never ending.
Good things would happen, and I couldn't even
Appreciate them.
appreciate. It's not even like I would fucking recognize that they were good.
Because you were just still stuck on all the fucking problems.
Exactly, but before
It
that,
didn't
when I
feel
focused
good.
on solutions and then something good happened other than like
You were
figuring out
so
a
damn
solution,
grateful.
Like say I got some extra money because I got to do some extra hours.
So simple.
I was like, fuck yeah, this is amazing. I just
So
made extra
simple.
pay because I was able to work.
So
a few extra.
simple.
But when I don't, dude, I don't.
Fuck, I just had to waste 3 hours to get more money. And you look at all the problems, and they're not fucking problems, bro. They're not.
Mm-hmm.
You're just focused on the wrong thing. And you just literally explained one situation of daily basic life that simply took away, like you were giving so much away when you had to work an extra 3 hours that you didn't plan, and you saw it as this problem. But then with this simple conscious change of words and a simple change in thought process, you felt so much better about making extra money, putting in a couple more hours of work, doing some hard work, feeling good about doing hard work, and knowing that you have all the fucking time in the world. And you felt good. And it's now leading to more good.
Now it leads
And
up
all
to
it was-
freeing up more money for more things that I want right now or whatever it may be. Or
Simple.
And actually, this is something that I've talked about with one person before. I don't think I've ever talked to you guys about it, so I want to hear your viewpoint on it. Because it literally ties in exactly with this topic. If you break down life to the most simplistic form, there's only two things. This is how I view it. There's two things. There's positive and negative. No matter what situation there is. It's a 50-50. If there's emotion involved, no matter what you break down, there's either positive emotion or negative emotion. Positive with love, negative with love. Like all that.
There's I had this scale. There's literally a scale. Yeah.
That's like, even when you break it down to an like
half
atoms,
are positive, half are negative.
Yeah, there's atoms either have more
protons or neutrons.
That's it. Or is it protons and neutrons, or is it what's
electrons?
Electrons. You have positive and negative electrons. So the
protons or neutrons.
Is that actually how it is?
Protons or electron? Yeah, I gotta fucking think about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. But either way, an atom is either positive or negative.
Yeah.
So even when you break it down to that far, you still have positive, negative. That's it. So it's kind of crazy when you think about
it shows you that. The basic, but go on.
But so I had this conversation with a person for a long time. They're like arguing with me about it. I was like, you can argue with me about it all you want, but like everything that you give me, you're telling me like right now there's a positive, negative to how you're viewing that emotion or that like there's one on fear and shit like that. I'm like, yeah, but there's still positive, negative to fear. Yeah. Like fear is not another element that doesn't tie into what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I was like, you still use fear positively or you can use it negatively. So like
100%.
It's kind of crazy how there's two things you can break down every situation, every single thing in life too.
And it's lit.
For me, I've lately been focused on the solutions because I just understand that there's like way more going on than just what's in front of me at the time that might be a problem. And also I understand that sometimes the universe has to break things down to build them back up. So like you're saying, like looking at every situation has a positive and a negative. Like your friend's just fighting you tooth and nail, like, oh no, but what about this and what about fear? It's like there's a positive and a negative.
You could argue the other side all day long.
Sometimes when I'm building my car, I'm afraid I'm not gonna finish this or that. But at the same time, it's like, what are you afraid of? I'm more afraid of not finishing the motherfucker, so I better get the shit fucking done. Like, I'm using the fear to my advantage, like, because
it's a weird way of twisting
it's just a weird way of twisting it.
But to work in your advantage.
To work in my advantage.
You.
So everyone's different, but there's a positive to that. Is like, all right, get your ass in gear and let's go, because I'm not accepting that. I'm not accepting not having it as a final answer.
Yeah.
So, like, the solutions are literally anything that can be positive and benefits you in the situation
that brings you life,
you're going to and helps you in that situation. That helps you grow.
That helps like you feel free. Yeah, there's so many.
Because focusing on the problems, you're just going to get more problems.
Day after day after day after day after day after day. And we all do this. That's why it's fucking so miserable.
Focusing on the problems.
We know this.
You're going to get more problems.
Look at
But also, I guess it depends on like how you look at it too. Like if like these are also not problems; they're just situations.
You need them there though, because without them, we could not be problem solvers, and we could not feel successful in attacking them, beating them, and achieving what we know we're capable of achieving.
Yes.
So they're absolutely necessary for our evolution.
Well, they help you grow.
Without a problem, there can't be a solution.
They help you grow because you can't possibly know everything. So it's like when
but that's what I'm saying.
People
without
wait to start doing shit.
You can't find a solution.
Right. They like when they wait to start doing shit. It's like you can't know everything about everything. Yes. So just start doing it, and then when you have a problem, you look at the solution to get through the problem. That's how it works.
And then
that's how you do everything.
And then you become a problem solver, and you feel fucking good because that's what we are meant to do naturally as human beings: is solve problems and move forward.
Right, and you can do that in all aspects
every single
of life.
Category of life. Every single one.
I'm glad you brought that up because that's a huge thing that I've been focused on lately, and like you see that most people are not, is they run away from problems when problems is what we need, because we need something in our lives
to push us forward.
Exactly, because when we have an issue and we have a road like a roadblock. Yeah, roadblock. That's a better one. I was gonna say speed bump, but for some reason I was using road.
Speed bump. Which people are
I was saying road bump.
Talk about a fucking block. You know, a speed bump will slow you down.
But this is like something you gotta figure out how to fucking go through or go around.
So that you're gonna get speed bumps, roadblocks, fucking cones. You're gonna get potholes. You're gonna get a fucking dead squirrel. You're gonna get fucking pulled over. You're gonna get pulled over. You're gonna get pushed over. You're gonna get crashed into. You're gonna fucking rear end somebody.
When you're trying to move forward, even if you're not trying to move forward, all this shit is still gonna come
right there.
But the one thing is, you need to, when that situation happens, whatever problem it may be, you can look at it in a positive way instead of a negative way, and you're like, okay, how the fuck am I gonna get through this? And once you do that, that's when you start moving forward in life. Because if you're always running from shit, you're always going to have this feeling of worthlessness
and this fear of something coming to get you that's going to take you out and take you down and fucking...
I feel like, I mean, I don't know if I could speak for everyone on this, but I feel like this could definitely like tap into everyone, is like having that feeling for no fucking reason of just being scared.
But you know why it's there? Because they're consistently not facing problems and problem solving. And they've been taught this their whole life. We've all been taught this our whole life by basic structures and systems that we're all a part of, is that we're supposed to look for answers from somebody else. But we know that when we look for answers from somebody else, we do not feel fulfilled when problem solving, because the answer was given to us. We did not come up with it.
Yeah, it
was not what we needed. We need to think for ourselves and become problem solvers for ourselves, because we know we are the only ones that truly know our own problems.
And my head's going a little crazy right now thinking about that, because it's like, I think I understand more about how like the human works now that you say that, thinking about how like everyone's like, oh, like I was the originator. Everyone wants that, like...
But you are the originator.
No, but what I'm saying is,
like, go on.
Everyone wants their own thing. Like, they want... All right, if you do something and you give it to them, they're like, oh, like, you know, can I put my name on it? Or, like, can I co-sign on it? You know what I mean? It's like, they all want their own... They want they want to put their name. They want to put their name on it. Like,
they want to be the ones to created
this.
Why?
I made this.
It
makes them feel good. Like so that's why I get when people like steal people's ideas because they can't figure it out because it feels good for them to put their name on it, for them to be like, oh, like I did this.
But then it doesn't work
because your literal natural person is striving for greatness.
For you to fucking solve your own problems,
right? But they're just taking it from some. So I kind of understand why people do that now. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. It's like weird. Like it's like, oh, like I did that. It's like Soldier Boy. Like, and he's always like, I was the first one to fucking do all this shit. Like
whatever.
He wants to be the original, but it's like every human wants that. Like there's something inside you that wants to have that. Like I made this, I created this. This is like my type of shit.
So exactly, be the fucking original for yourself.
Be the original. Don't take it from someone. What I'm saying is, think about that. Look at it. Everyone's always like, oh, can I co-sign this with you? Because they didn't create it themselves and they want to be a part of something. Yeah, it's just crazy.
That's kind of cool because think about the people that you do see that do that. They never create their own thing. They always feel
never satisfied.
Exactly, because they're never satisfied.
They're always chasing something.
They're always chasing someone else's shit. Their easy way
because
to get it.
Because they feel like they can't do it for themselves, so and that's what they're missing. But that's what they're chasing because that's what they want, and it's just a fucking never-ending cycle of fucking like cat and mouse.
With the thing with Soldier Boy that you just said, like I'm not very like up to date with that type of shit, but I've heard him. No, dude, there's like a recent one. Yeah, there's a recent one about a clothing line I've never even heard about.
Summoning him, like how you summon Soldier Boy in the mirror or something. It was like, but dude, I was the first one. It's like, I was the first one. Yo, he pops up in the mirror like if you say that fucking Bloody Mary 3 times.
But he's going off like what I don't know exactly what it was about. It's something about clothing, how he was the first one to wear clothing, which I was just like kind of astonished the fact that someone gives a fuck if they're the first one who wore a brand of clothing, because obviously a lot of people wear that brand of clothing. But he was just
trying to say, I put on, bro.
He put on.
If I didn't wear that shit, it wouldn't be wearing it.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. But like, you look at this, and the only reason he's doing it is because he's insecure of where he's at compared to the people that are around him. Like say Drake or whoever the fuck he compares himself. Yeah. He's insecure because he sees these dudes doing things, creating things on their own, and people loving it, and people raising him up for it, and he's not getting it, so he feels insecure. The fact where he needs to prove himself, but he has nothing to actually prove himself to do it, because if he did, then he would.
But we all struggle with.
But exactly, that's what I'm trying to.
No matter what level you are, you're gonna struggle with.
You're gonna have this issue, and you got to be able to self-evaluate yourself and be like, "Yo, am I being Soldier Boy right now?
What's my problem right now?" So it's good that you can see a problem, because then you can flip it and find your solution. So don't be like fucking anxious that you have a problem and you're focusing on problems. Good, you're halfway there. Mm-hmm. If you know your problem, you're halfway there.
And here's the thing: it's like if you're doing something in some kind of area where you love it. It's not a job, or like what we do with our cars and stuff like that. Like, we problem solve because we love it that much. It's not a problem for me to figure out what I want in the situation and where I'm at. Like, I want to drive my car, I'm gonna figure it out, I'm gonna get it done. So create something that you love and stay true to it. Don't let anyone like try and turn you away from it. Don't let anyone's opinions that they think is fact try and change your belief or how you look at it, because you have to create that thing. You got to ride or die for it. And the people out there that love it too will, like, you'll find the right people that love it as well.
Half of them are gonna hate it.
What I'm saying is just love that thing you're doing and always just find the solution for the next problem and find the solution for the next problem and stay true to that thing, because
and then everything else will
jump into the
attract.
next best thing and jump into the next popular thing
You'll
and jump
never
into
find
the
it.
you have to find the things that you love,
and put time
that's
into
why
that.
I enjoy this, because I'm finally finding myself in the things that I truly love, that I always loved the entire time, that were right in front of my face, but I just
took them for granted.
And like literally riding my bike every day, just getting a little bit better at the small things, being able to work on my car and go drive them, being able to do my videos. I'll do that forever and upgrade the levels of intensity that I do them at, and be so completely content with everything while helping other people do the same things in the areas that they love.
Not the same areas as you.
It doesn't have to be cars.
Whatever.
The way I'm applying this to
Yes.
my life is everything.
It's
this
on
could
you
be
for your
artistic. This
interests,
could
yeah.
be music. It could be anything. It could be dirt bikes like you guys. Is anything. It could be anything.
Literally
But
anything.
you just love it and you create that fucking ball of energy, and you don't let anyone else tear you down. You don't let anyone
Your
else
facts are
think
your
different,
facts.
and that's it.
Simple. It is so simple.
That does, like, how you're tying in like the evolution of you becoming better and better at stuff too. I want to put in the point too that this comes down to, like, if you're learning something new or something that you want to be better at, if you come in, like, those are also issues too. You're gonna go through the issues, like, say you couldn't 360 because you were struggling 360s like not that long ago, right? Or no? Okay, so yeah, you were. And when we started coming onto this, you were viewing it negatively, where it made you stressed out, where it's like, at least where I run into this issue sometimes, where I don't even want to do something because I'm like, dude, you can't even do it. And I run into the issue because I'm looking at solely the problem that I can't do it, instead of being like, all right, well, how I can't do it, so what do I need to do to be able to do it? Because no matter what, you put your mind to something, especially if you're passionate about it, you're going to fucking figure out a way. It might take you a year, it might take you 2 years, it might take you 2 weeks, it doesn't matter. You're going to figure it out. But if you view it negatively, you're never going to build the courage and build, like, the motivation to go do it, because you're so stuck on the fact that you're scared to do it because you know you can't do it yet.
It's humiliation.
Yeah, and that, dude, that ties into cars with me too, because I'm doing a lot of stuff with this car I haven't ever done before, and I don't know shit about this car and shit. So, like, I'm so worried about doing this shit, and then when I take the time to, like, literally just, like, do the research and figure it out, I'm like, wow,
It
that was
all
fucking
comes
easy,
together.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, specking out those wheels was simple as fuck, and I was so worried. I was hitting up everybody to try and help me.
I told you, we just
And,
had
dude,
to talk to a couple people, and it literally just falls.
but it
into
wasn't
place.
even that, because, like, some people weren't hitting me back and shit
But
like that.
fine, you
And then
find the answers
I
you need
literally
to
just
find.
looked up how to do it and, like, found a website that made a lot of sense about it. Went, meshed out my wheels, and I was like,
Whatever
wow, dude,
works
why
for
was I
you,
so
yeah.
fucking stressed about that? And, like, since then, I've kind of, like, with that car, it was just a success cycle. I'm like, bro, I've never spec'd out wheels before. I've never, like, that stressed me out a lot, because I was like, I want to make this shit perfect. I know nothing about this. And then I was able to do it with ease, and I was just like, wow, like, this can be the rest of the car no matter what it is, no matter if it's tearing that motor apart, no matter, like, you know what I mean? Like, no matter
wild.
what. And you could do that with absolutely everything.
It's fucking wild.
And I think with stuff like that is people have to understand that coming up with solutions, you have to understand the problem, see where you're at, see where you are headed, where you don't want to go, and, like, kind of create, like, a plan to get ahead and where you're supposed to go. We all kind of do this naturally in our heads at this point.
Yeah.
Because we're problem solving all the time, like, just natural. We come up with like a plan for a solution that we think is going to work and attack it regardless, without overthinking it. And that's
Because
just
we
it.
know even
But
if we fail at that plan, and even if we fail finding the solution, it'll teach us what not to do, and then we're just going to continue to problem solve until we get to our goal.
Exactly. So
Simple.
it's just like, don't have a problem and run away from it because you're like, oh, I don't know how to do it. Like, we don't know how to solve the problem at first either. Yeah, like we have to sit down and like, you know, sometimes I sit down and I write out lists of shit to like how to get like where I'm trying to be, because like you have to, you know, figure it out in your head to attack the situation.
Writing new shit in and tweaking and pushing and pulling, and then.
But I don't want them to think like, oh, we're just like, oh, yeah, you just got to problem solve. Like, I sit down and write shit out.
It takes
I have to like
hella time.
You have like don't run away because you're like, oh, I don't know how to do this. Like, I don't know how to fucking do it either. I just sit down and I think about it and come up with a solution, which I think will work.
If you can't clearly state the problem, how do you expect to find a solution? It's like writing down a math question with missing pieces and then expecting to solve it and get a solution, but you need a number, you need an X, you need a Y, you need a Z here, and they're just leaving you blank, saying basically, and when it's like that, it's basically saying create your own problem or else you're never going to find a solution. Like, think about what I just said. If there was missing pieces, the only way you find a solution is to implement your own pieces to the problem and define it properly and understand it and see the problem in whole without any missing pieces, and then your solution comes. So you need more problems. You need all the problems. If you don't have all the problems, how are you going to find the fucking solution? Never.
Yeah, they make you better.
There's no solution if there's no problem.
And when you view it like this, you literally become excited for problems because you're like, all right,
I need them. I fucking need them.
Not even problems, but not knowing how to do something. It's
because you need it.
When you don't know how to do something, you're fucking like, fuck, dude. Like, I don't know how to do this. Like, I don't even want to. That's like, yo, this is your time to learn something new.
Now you're moving forward.
Now you're moving
now
forward.
You're moving forward.
So,
now you're fucking moving forward, motherfucker.
And like to point out, like it took us problem solving to get to where we're thinking right now. We had to build this habit. We sucked at this in the beginning. Yeah, we weren't like.
And I was perfect, good on it for months, and then all of a sudden, curveball threw me, and then what happened? My mental state completely flopped again, and all of a sudden I got trapped for a couple of days focusing on problems, and I was losing my mind. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is? And remember, I was freaking out, guys. I was losing it for a while. I was fucking bugging out, and I'm like, what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? I kept asking myself, what switched? What changed? What happened to my thought process that's wrong? And then it clicked. I'm like, dude, you're focusing on all your problems, but you need those problems to find solutions. Get back to focusing on the solutions and just keep moving forward, and you're good. And then literally in the course, the day I remembered that, since that day I've been back on track, perfect, fucking on my movement, fucking moving forward, creating good things, doing good things, and like not fucking like, dude, I wanted to crawl in my fucking under my covers and fucking like blow my fucking brains out again, and I didn't want to be there anymore. But dude, I got there last week and it fucked me up, and it was a simple question. This question, do you see solutions or problems? And at the moment in time, I noticed all I saw were problems. But that's not the bad thing about it. I need those problems, but just flip my focus on, here's my problems, focus on the solutions. And that's all I did. That's it.
And it's cool because like, this brings us back to like last week's podcast where when you're like focusing on how much work you have to do, honestly, the best solution to all your problems is doing the work you're worried about the problems for. Like the problems, I don't want to do this work, like all this shit. Like the best solution to your problems is doing the work for your problems.
Get to work.
It's so crazy. It sounds so crazy, but like
you're worried
about something happening. The best thing to do is start working on the things that you're worried about something happening with. And like it'll all fall right into place.
Dude,
it's so crazy.
It's so simple. It is so simple.
Yeah, literally talking about that last week too. That podcast is what like transferred me into this week of like probably the best week I've had in a long ass time. I literally won every single day this week, and I don't think I've done that since we started this shit. Somehow I always slipped up. But now because of that podcast and just being like, all right, bro, you have fucking work to do.
Don't overthink it.
Dude, that was it. Like I would always be, I'd see my fucking task list and be scared. Now I see it, I'm excited because every time I bang it out,
there's something I didn't have crossed off. Do it.
Exactly. Right? And now this week it became to the point where I feel so fucking good because every time I have that problem, that task that needs to be done, instead of fearing it, I just get it done, and then I feel fucking good. I'm like,
you find the time and you move forward.
Like,
find the time, move forward.
Like, dude, last night, I had a long conversation with my girlfriend, so I was up till like fucking 12. I still had like 3 things to do. I almost went to bed and was like, fuck, I'm gonna lose today. Like, I got my 75 hard task done, so I was like, whatever, I'll lose today. It's not that big a deal. It's not like I gotta restart 75 hard because those were done.
Yeah.
And then literally, like, as I was about to like start packing in for it, I was like, yo, fuck that, dude. I was like, no fucking way am I losing. Like, whatever, it's fucking Saturday. I don't give a fuck if you get 1 hour of sleep. I'm gonna get it done. And I woke up this morning so happy that I did, because even though I woke up late, I got more sleep. But I woke up late and I was like, all right, I'm still going to bang out my shit today. I was like, I still got it done. I still feel fucking good. I still got a little bit more to do when I get home, but I'm going to get it done. And you're going to
forget all about this. You're going to start having another good week, and things are going to be effortless because you did the hard work during the hard times, that eventually it's going to lead you to just more easier times.
That is the fucking key.
You've already forgot about all these hard times, and when the next one comes, don't think about it, but you're going to be ready to attack it.
That's literally the fucking key, is when things are not easy for you to do, when they do not fit into your schedule, that's the time to get shit done, because once you start doing that, you will feel unstoppable. It's literally that book that you just, is that what you're going to refer to as Andy's book?
Maybe.
Is talking about, well, I don't know exactly what you're going to say, but he refers to the fact that go out and still try to be like a normal person, like even though you're dieting, still go out with friends to go eat or go out and drink, even though you can't drink alcohol, because that's gonna make you fucking uncomfortable.
That's gonna make you better.
That's gonna make you better, because you got to go out, you got to be around that shit
and prove to yourself that you can do it.
You still got to not drink, you still got to not eat, you still got to get home, get your shit done, get to bed if you need to wake up early, whatever it may be. You still got to stay
on your P's and Q's, not fucking fall to peer pressure, not succumb to anybody else's fucking opinions, anybody else's fucking thoughts, anybody else's fucking advice. Fuck them all. You attack, you get your shit fucking done, and you're a fucking savage, and you feel good about it.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
And the funny thing is,
you love resistance because it allows you to appreciate the flow.
Exactly, bro. Because when you fucking have that resistance and then you don't have that resistance, you're like, wow, it just effortlessly.
Savage.
You bang it out.
Savage. So when you feel like a savage, you win. You fucking win. You win at everything you want to fucking win at. You do exactly what you need to do, and nobody can stop you. And it is the most beautiful, freeing thing that you can possibly do for yourself as a human being, and it is your fucking God-given right to do so.
And it's not just for yourself either. It's for everyone
for others to learn how to do shit the fucking right way.
Or just like the relationships in your life. Like everybody will benefit from you winning.
Everybody benefits from learning from somebody who's doing it fucking correctly. The reason we struggle is because we consistently learn from people who have no fucking clue what they're doing. They just fucking do it because they saw somebody else fucking do it, and they don't know why. If you can't fucking define why you're doing something, stop fucking doing it until you figure out why the fuck you're doing it. Nobody can answer why they do shit. Nobody. They're fucking losers, bro. Stop fucking listening to those fucking faggots. Move the fuck on with your life. Go get yours. Define your fucking whys and win. And then fucking teach people how to win. Because that's how we get better as a fucking society. It's simple.
It's funny you say that. So I was at work. This just came to me. I was at work, and there's this guy, like, I do fiber. He does fiber. We work together sometimes, but we do things completely different. It's just how it works. So I asked him that exact question. Because you hear all the time, oh, why do you cook? Why do you do it like that? Oh, because my grandma did it like that. Oh, why do you do it like that? Oh, because my grandma did it like that.
Fucking horse shit,
you know what I mean? Like, because they made pies like that or whatever.
My dad said so. Because my boss said so. Right. Because my fucking, what the fuck does that mean?
So I asked him, I'm like, so why do you do it that way? Like, what?
What's the stupid question? Would you jump off a bridge if somebody asked you to jump off a bridge? Right, why the fuck would you do it, huh?
Right. Like, I'm just like, why do you do it that way? Like, why though? And he's after like 5-6 minutes of talking, like he started to get frustrated because he really couldn't answer.
He didn't know why he was doing
why he did it that way. Like he was thinking he knew why, but he didn't really know why. Because every answer he gave me, I'm like, but why do you do it like that way?
You're not explaining to me why the fuck.
Like, and then right before like he had enough, I'm like, but why though? I'm asking you the same question. I don't fucking know, James. I'm asking you the same question I asked my grandma. Like, why do you cook like that, grandma? And she's like, because her grandma does like that. So well, why do you do it like that? Like, did someone who taught you do it that way?
Why did she
do it like that way? Because you automatically out of nowhere thought it was better to do it that way, and now you do it like what? And he really literally had no idea.
you could literally just say I do it this way because it's the only way I know how, and it's just for some reason it's the way I remember how I was taught.
Right, and
but then it opens up.
He was like, oh, well, you guys use like that black tape, and he's like trying to turn it and shit. I'm like, yeah, but I use that for a reason because if I put it on, it doesn't move, and I know it's gonna stay.
This is why
I use that shit. I'm like, why do you not use it? If you have a reason
why I don't have to use it and it makes me faster, then tell me so I can.
I'm literally asking him.
Learn.
I wasn't critiquing him at all. I just was curious, like why he was doing it that way. And it was just funny because people really don't.
They don't know why.
They don't have a why. And I'm not even like. It can't even be your fault. Like you're just like, oh yeah, my mom taught me that way, and that's how we do it. Okay, but why? It's like, oh, hey mom, why do you do it like that? Oh, because that's how your grandma did it. It's like, but why? Like, did one day she spill extra sugar in the motherfucker, and now it tastes really good, or like, what is the case? Like, break it down.
Just
like,
because I want to know why.
No one wants to know why anymore. They just accept it, whatever it is, and move on. And that's a very huge problem with society. That we're going through.
You're fucking
You really
yourself
are.
Because you're doing shit that doesn't even fucking serve you. It's crazy, bro. You're fucking crazy. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you guys.
All y'all.
All you motherfuckers. Crazy motherfuckers.
So
you're
solutions,
wild. You're wild.
not problems.
Yeah.
Solutions, not problems.
Yeah, I'm cool with fucking ending it there. That was a fucking great little fucking talk. It made us think about really good things. A lot of good fucking things popped up. You know where to find us: Facebook, Instagram, fucking email, fucking all them shits will be in the bio. Fucking plug yourself if you want to, but I'm Andy fucking Dancha. But
what? Tap In Podcast with the OneOOne boys. Make sure you check every podcast on YouTube, every podcast on Spotify, every podcast on Apple Music. Don't forget the vlogs on YouTube. You can watch
share it.
Sean eat it on the quad. It's good. Yo, go watch. Yo, I'm telling you, there's a bunch of good stuff in there. Like we're a bunch of motivated, crazy motherfuckers. It's
we're
great.
just here to have
we're here to help
fun
everyone
and
and
teach
have
you guys
fun.
how to be
Like
better.
yeah, like teach you what we're learning.
Because this world is completely and totally abundant for everybody to have everything they fucking want. Get your right. So please go get yours. We love you.
Peace.
Love ya.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions. They blocking your vision, but no, you can't listen. That shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the